Hey guys, what's up? Angry K9 here, back on Biffus Fan Server, and today we're going to take a look at the progress I've made on the base. I've got a lot of work done on it, and right now I'm down here in the mines, just wasting some time, doing a little bit of branch mining, because if you listen, you can hear we got quite a storm raging outside, so I'm waiting for the rain and storm to clear so that I can head back to the surface. But I needed to get some materials. I needed some lapis mostly, and fortunately I've got myself a Fortune 3 pick, so I'm doing pretty good, finding quite a bit of lapis, and of course I'm looking for diamonds. I do have one, and I was using my work pick here, just kind of whacking away at the blocks, and the diamond popped up before I could stop and hit it with my fortune, so I kind of lost out on that one, but I'm sure we're going to find plenty more. I'm also picking up some gravel wherever I can get a hold of it, because I need a lot of it, as well as andesite. Now I've got a ton of diorite, but I need to get a lot of andesite because I'm using a lot of andesite in my base, in the structure that I'm building, the main structure, and I've used up quite a bit already. And originally when I built the thing in a creative world, I used a lot more diorite than I did andesite. And on the fly, I decided to make a few design changes as I'm building it here on the server. And I just think it looks better the way I'm doing it. Some things are turning out pretty good. I think I'm going to like it, and I hope you will too. Oh, but before I can actually continue building it, I've got to get a few more materials. I need to get some blaze rod because I need to make a couple of ender chests, and I'm also going to need to visit the Guardian farm we have here on the server and get some more sea lanterns. Now, I'm using a bunch of those, and I've already used quite a bit. I've got a few left, but probably not enough to finish the project. So I'm going to have to go over there. So we're going to do that in this episode. I promised in the last episode that we would definitely take a look at some of these farms. And I believe most of these were built by Leosera, and possibly Voidford and Omega, I think, also helped out. So we're going to check that out. And there's also a Wither skeleton farm. So I want to check that out too. Hopefully maybe I can get a couple of Wither skulls. It'd be really great, because I could definitely use a beacon over here. So we're going to check that out and see what we can find. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and continue running around the mines here, trying to find some diamonds and other materials, at least until the storm clears. And once it does, I'm going to head up to the surface, and we'll take a look around and see the progress I've made on my base so far. And it sounds like it might be quiet. So I'm going to head on up there and take a look and see. And I'll be right back when I get up there. And if the rain's cleared, we'll go ahead and check out my base. Alright, we're back on the surface now. And I didn't really get diamonds. I got 2. It's not really going to do me a whole lot of good. That's all I got to my name right there is 4. But I did get a lot of lapis, which is great. I'm going to need it, probably. And quite a bit of redstone. Why am I putting all that lapis in there? Actually, don't want to put that in there. Where in the world did all my stuff go? There we go. Alright, this goes here. Want to get this redstone in there, and I'm going to put all this into blocks later. Make it into blocks a little bit later on just for storage purposes. Let's put the coal in there. You can see I got quite a bit of andesite and just a tiny bit of diorite. I wasn't really trying to get the diorite, so I'm not really sure how I got that. But yeah, quite a few stacks of andesite right there, and that's what I need the most of. So yeah, and some gravel, and I'm going to need more than that because of something I'm filling in with gravel. So anyway, the base, if you remember in the last episode, what was it, 2 weeks ago I think it was, I started building a base, and I built a rather odd looking structure, and I said that was just kind of the bottom part of it. Well, I made some more design changes and went just a little bit bigger than what I was originally going to do. And I think you're going to like it. So let's go take a look at this thing. And there she is. I'm going to get up on top of this hill up here. Oh, shut up, chickens. Noisy. Horse, why are you in there? I was trying to find this guy the other day, and I could not find him for the life of me. I guess I should have known to check in the chicken house. Anyway, dang horse. Oh, hi, pig. Now, this guy's been hanging around here forever. If I had a name tag, I'd give him a name. Maybe I should put a saddle on him, ride him off a cliff. Anyway, if I can get up here and on top of this hill... Oh, shut up, pig. That is the base. That is the structure, and this is actually just the surface structure here. As you can see, it is still under construction. Got a lot of work to do, but it is a massive structure, and I'm planning on doing some work underground as well. That was kind of a last-minute decision that I just came up with recently, but you can see it's mostly diorite, andesite, and I've got some stained clay in there, red and cyan. Got some light blue glass in there and white. Now, I have some yellow glass over there at the base area, the windows under the base area, or at the bottom of it there. I'll point that out, but it just didn't look all that great. Oh yeah, I did visit a jungle, got some jungle wood and cocoa and some cactus in the desert, so I set some farms up for those. But anyway, yeah, this thing, it doesn't look all that impressive from a distance, but you get up close and you can see it is huge. It is massive. Now, the idea for this was based on something that Kivitz and the Captain built on the Blockcentric server. They built a tower something like this, but I think mine's bigger. A little bit more complicated, I think, but the overall design is very similar. Now, I'm planning on having a large rounded area up here at the top, kind of like a saucer section, I guess you could call that for you Star Trek fans. Yeah, so do I have any ender pearls? I do not have ender pearls. Right now I've got this blocked off to keep the creepers out. And so I've been throwing ender pearls through there. But what I want to do right now is I want to get this gravel over here. You can see I've got this gravel all the way around it on the bottom of it. And I just think it looks neat. I don't know why, but having this gravel surrounding it here, I just think it looks pretty cool. And you can see as well that I have a bunch of sea lanterns here. Don't know how much I've used so far, but quite a few. And I want to place this gravel down here, and we'll go inside this thing in a second. But I'm filling all this area in around it with gravel, and you can see I still need a whole bunch of gravel. So if I had if I had a water breathing potion, or if I had a respiration helmet, I just head into the deep ocean where I could collect a whole bunch of this stuff, but unfortunately I have neither one. So maybe I just need to do a little bit of fishing and try to catch a puffer fish and see if maybe I can make some water breathing potions. Of course, that really doesn't help me much, since at the moment I do not have a brewing stand, which is one of the reasons why I need to go get some blaze rod, because I need to make a brewing stand, need to make a couple of ender chests, and now that I found out we have a slime farm on the server, which I was unaware of before, once that is open and available to the public, I'm going to make some slime blocks. Now, I had thought about doing some kind of slime block elevator inside this thing, but I just don't think it really is going to fit. So let me see if I can get this placed just right. This is kind of annoying here. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and just drop one of these right in there. Just like that. And that'll keep the mobs out. Definitely going to keep them out anyway. So let me go ahead and throw that in there just so I don't forget about it. Looks silly, but hey, that works. Anyway, yeah, so this is the inside of the bottom area here. Kind of the main room. You can see I have some odd-looking chandeliers here, and there's just white glass panes with the sea lanterns, and I just think that the lighting going through the white stained glass panes just looks really cool, and I've got it around up there to kind of give it sort of a modern lighting look, I guess you could say. I wanted kind of a futuristic theme here. That's what I'm shooting for, and it sort of looks like it. I would imagine that most buildings in the future, at least as they are depicted in movies and television shows, are very sterile, very antiseptic, very clean. You know, a lot of monochromatic areas. They don't really do a whole lot in the way of colors or anything like that. And I'm kind of trying to capture that here. It's working out so far. I've got a lot of kind of a white and gray, mostly just that theme, kind of a white, gray, dark gray kind of theme there. The green around the edges of the sea lantern blocks kind of break it up a little bit. But I have not updated to the latest Faithful texture pack yet. I don't know if these are different or not. These are actually, I believe, the Faithful sea lanterns, the texture for the sea lanterns. I'm not sure. I'll have to check it out when I do get it updated. But I've got a little fountain here. Pretty much boring there. Nothing special there. Now, I'm probably going to have some stairways that go down. Maybe one over here, possibly one on that side, or I might just do one over here. It kind of goes down under this glass over here. And I've got kind of a little garden area here, so to speak. Just grass and a couple of flowers here. Got one on all three sides, and a bed over here. But anyway, I'm going to do some work underneath the structure here. I'm getting distracted by the chat. I'm letting it distract me here. Anyway, I'm going to do some work underneath here. Probably go down a few layers, a few levels, I should say. And I'm most likely going to build maybe a sheep farm down there, cow farm, pig farm, maybe a chicken cooker. That one that I have over there is just kind of a temporary thing just to build up some chicken. And eventually I'd like to build some kind of underground village area, get some villagers down there, maybe set up a trading post, so I can get diamond armor and tools and things like that. And hopefully, you know, I won't have to worry too much about digging up diamonds. So yeah, I think that'll be really cool. As far as the way up here, just for this bottom level, I have an ender pearl elevator here. And now most ender pearl elevators are 2x2. This is 3x3, and unfortunately I couldn't really get that to work with the ladders all around, as you could probably imagine. So what I did was I put the signs there, and I put some water over the signs, and I actually have string over top of the water. So to get up there, I just throw the ender pearl, and then I hold my jump key, and once the pearl hits the string, it'll stop. And then once I'm holding the jump key, I'll stay on top of the water. So we're going to do that here, just like that. And here we are in the main storage area. And I have chests upon chests upon chests here. A lot of chests, because I tend to be a hoarder. I tend to hoard a lot of stuff here, so probably going to do that. And if you hear that engine in the background, it's just one of my noisy neighbors. Sorry about that. But anyway, I need to put away all of this andesite that I have here, and I believe I've got that over top of this area here. Yeah, right there. Andesite, andesite, andesite. Now, I had all three of these rows filled up with stacks of polished andesite, and I've already used this much of it. What's that, 27 stacks? So you can see I've used quite a bit. And the diorite, you can see I've still got quite a bit of that left. And I didn't have quite as many stacks of polished diorite, but I did use quite a bit of that as well. So yeah, and of course I have some granite up here. Well, I don't have it up here yet, but originally in the creative world, when I designed this thing, I had granite going up one side of it, and I decided not to do that. I didn't really think it looked good. So yeah, anyway, this is the main storage room. That's the bottom area, and this is the next level up. So then I've got this ladder going up, and I have several levels here. Right now they're kind of empty, and I don't really know what I'm going to do with some of these areas. And I've got this glass here to look down and see who's coming up. And then we go up to the next level, of course, and then we have another big empty room. Now this one's probably going to stay empty, because I can't really do a whole lot here. There's not a whole lot of space. One thing I am planning on doing, though, is in the corners here, I'm going to have iron bars going from the top all the way down to the bottom in all four corners, and I'm going to do that on each level except the very bottom level. And the reason why is to have kind of a kind of give you the feeling that there's some kind of support structure inside this thing, that it's not just a big hollow tube. And then we're going to go on to the top here where I haven't quite completed it yet, and I'm going to have the walls going all the way up. And then I have a couple of rooms up here as well, then some large rooms up there, quite a few rooms actually on this thing. And we're going to go up here to the very top of this. Now this is not where this ladder is going to end. Actually, it's probably going to terminate right there, and then I'm going to have stairs going up to the next level. And then after that, more stairs going up to the next level after that. And you can see we are pretty high up, pretty far off the ground. So yeah, we are way up there. And eventually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some stairs coming from some of the lower levels inside this thing up to the very top. And what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to have about 3 layers of dirt or grass up here. And this is going to be completely rounded off all the way around, a big round structure. And I'm going to have about 3 layers of dirt up here. And I'm going to plant some trees and some foliage and things like that. Probably going to build a little cabin, maybe similar to what I built over in Spawn Town, or maybe something similar to a different variation of it, slightly smaller, maybe even a little bit larger. Not really sure yet, but I'll probably build a little cabin up top here and more or less live up here. And so, yeah, that's pretty much all the progress we've made on this thing so far. You can see where I'm filling in the gravel all the way around down there. Actually, I'm a lot further along than I realized. So maybe just a few more stacks, maybe 4 or 5 more stacks of gravel, and I should be able to fill the rest of that in. So that will pretty much take care of the bottom. Of course, I'm going to get some landscaping done around the bottom here. I don't want to leave all that flat down there. Flat is pretty dull. So maybe some terraforming and some trees and other plants and wildlife. It looks like there's plenty of wildlife down there right now. But yeah, so yeah, you can see this thing is definitely coming along. It is definitely coming along. It's getting bigger. Originally, the original structure was going to stop down there below where the obsidian is, and that was just going to be it. But then I had the idea, I was looking at the Space Needle that I built on the unnamed server, and I thought, I think it's time for an upgrade. Now that version of Space Needle is actually like version 3. It started out as more or less just 2 rounded stone slabs sitting on top of a column of stone with glass and a minecart elevator in the middle of it. Nothing fancy. It's really quite dull. Then I built another version of the one that's on the unnamed server using nothing but half slabs. It was all half slabs. The entire thing was half slabs. And that was before we had stained glass, so that we didn't have the white glass. But then when we started Season 2 of the unnamed server, I built the one that's on there. It has the obsidian and the nether brick mixed in with the half slabs and the large round structure at the bottom. Well, this here is more or less going to be like version 4 of the Space Needle, but it is massive. It's much bigger than anything I've built before. You could probably fit both of the other ones inside of this thing and still have a little bit of room left. Yeah, and I like it so far. I'm really liking the way this thing's looking so far. I don't have this entire thing built in my creative world either. I've got all of that done up to about the top here. And I just started working on the saucer section up here. And, yeah, so, kind of just hit or miss, just kind of, I've got an idea of what I want to do with it. But some of the things I want to do just aren't going to be possible in this type of structure. But so far, that's okay. I'm happy with it. I think it's looking really cool. Now, these floors down here are not going to stay like this. I'm actually going to cover them with dark gray carpet. And in some of the upper rooms up there, it fits in really well. It looks really cool with the walls and everything like that. I might put some windows in this level. Now, I don't have it in the creative version. I don't know if I'm going to do that for sure or not. I might put some windows up here. Maybe on this side, just that side, so you can see the sunrise and the sunset and the moonrise and the moonset. So not really sure yet if I'm going to do that. I thought about having that Ender Pearl elevator go all the way up to the top, but I really didn't like that idea. I did do that in my creative world, but I just didn't like the way it looked. So I changed it, put the ladder in, and I like it this way. Maybe in the future I might build a minecart elevator on this side. Don't know if I'm going to do that for sure or not, but we can definitely look into that. Maybe I'll try that in creative as well. But yeah, so far it's really turning out well, and I really do like it. I need to get an ender chest and put in here, and a couple of brewing stands over here, possibly another ender chest as well, so that I can more or less finish this off. This over here, of course, is a mass smelting area. Put whatever you want to smelt in up here. It goes through the hoppers into the furnace, and I've got lava buckets over here in the fuel side. And I've got 2 of these things, one on either side, duplicated on both sides. And then, of course, the smelted product comes out right here. So that's for mass smelting. I didn't really need a big, complex redstone device. So I just kind of went with that. And let me eat some chicken here before I start dropping down here with these ender pearls. And let me get rid of that diorite. I thought I got rid of it all already. But, yeah. So, anyway, as I said, I need to go over to the Blaze Farm and get some blaze rod, and that is a long way away from here. I've got a long trip through the nether to get back to spawn, or back to the nether hub, I should say. And then I've got to figure out exactly which way to go. I know which way to go. No, I got a lot of cows and pigs here. Really need to kill these guys off because I need some food. I've been eating chicken, but you don't get, and that is so loud, you don't get as much saturation out of chicken as you do out of the beef and the pork. Yeah, and of course now you have mutton, so that's why I'm going to build a sheep farm. Normally I wouldn't worry about a sheep farm, but now that you can get mutton from them, and besides I'm going to need a lot of wool anyway, so I'm definitely going to look into that. Let's see how this chicken cooker's doing over here. I expanded it. I added some chests on the other side. And we got quite a bit down there. I've actually got quite a bit of chicken out of this thing already. And some eggs. And that's just breeding stuff. And some feathers. I think I got more chicken over here. So yeah, it's actually doing pretty well. Now, I've got this button set up here for water on this side. And in this mode, they can lay eggs, and I can collect eggs, but don't really need eggs right now, so just let them drown. And I do have a dispenser on the other side over here with a button. That's in case I decide I wanted to put a lava bucket in there. Now, I don't have one in there right now, but if I decide I want to put one in the future to auto-cook them, I can do that. The reason why I didn't do it is because a lot of the drops do tend to get burned up in the lava. At least they look like they do, so yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and head on into the nether and work my way over to the nether hub and find my way over to the blaze farm, try to get some blaze rod. Alright, I am here in the nether tunnel, a long ways away from the hub here, and this is the way to the blaze farm, I believe, and also the wither skeleton farm. The mesa and the desert, the savanna, and the guardian farms are way down there at the other end. And this sign says, please take your cart and place it in the chest at the bottom. So I'm going to take my cart, and at the bottom, down here, no chest down here. Maybe it's at the bottom of these stairs. All the way down here. And I really like this. Now, I believe Leah Sarah built most of this, along with help from Void, Ford, and Omega, and this looks really cool. I really like it there. Iron bars over there. Got some lava coming down. This fits pretty well there. Definitely in the nether. So let's see here. This continues on down this way. And there's a chest, so let's see. Is this where they go? I don't know. Blaze farm that way. Stairs are wet. Mind your step. AFK Wither Skeleton Farm is downstairs. There's a chest. How about please place your minecart here? Alright. Bye-bye, minecart. Haha. Okay, so let's head on over here to the Blaze Farm and find our way through here. Quite the big complicated setup here, and can't really get a look at it. Not gonna break through. Blaze Farm instructions. Let's read the Blaze Farm instructions. Hopefully I don't lose the book here. Turn the crusher on. Turn the AFK timer off for a 5 count, then back on. Stand on the glass blocks and look up. Once lava covers the ceiling again, throw your potion and immediately switch to a looting sword. Feel free to repeat as often as you like, but do not go AFK without making sure the timer is on. The AFK timer is set to give you about 75 to 90 blazes per cycle. This seems to be the maximum the server can handle without causing serious lag. Enjoy the farm, Leah Sarah. Well, unfortunately, I don't have a looting sword, and I don't even have potions. Wow. That's loud. back off of there. And turn some of that down. Sheesh! That, wrong one. Options. Music and sound. There we go. Let's turn that way down. Way, way, way down. Well, I'm not really sure what's supposed to go on here. I don't know if this is working or not. Are those blocks supposed to be there? I don't really recall if this was built before or after the server updated officially to 1.8. We started in the snapshots. And let's see. I'm not sure what the cycle is. Crusher on. That's pretty tricky. Now, what did this say again? Turn the crusher on. AFK timer for a 5 count. Off and then on for a 5 count. Okay, I see what I did wrong. Well, anyway, this thing's going down here, and it's going to take these guys out. So it is working. I'm just an idiot. So once these guys get down here, these other guys up there, if they come down here, there we go. There's another one. And I don't need that many. I just need a couple of blaze rods, just enough to be able to make a... Did I even get any blaze rod? It doesn't... Well, okay. Blaze rod. Right there. 4. 2 brewing stands. Yeah, that'll be good enough. That's really all I need for right now. This is a pretty tricky, pretty complicated machine there. It looks like it brings them down. I don't know if the pistons bring them down or if they just come down on their own and they trip the trip wires there. And the pistons kind of keep them in place. Now, I don't know if those pistons are actually supposed to keep cycling like that, or if they're just supposed to push out and hold them in place. And then they sink down here into the crusher. And there goes another blaze rod. So, yeah, that'll do. That'll do for now. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And turn that off as well. And once I run away, these guys should despawn. And he died in the crusher. So yeah, anyway, that's pretty cool. I've got an enchanting area over here. So I'm going to go ahead and toss these right in there. And actually, I do have a looting sword. Alright, alright. Well, I forgot about that. Some of these other guys should be down. Let's see here. No, I guess not. We'll let these guys come down here. Oh, I'll go ahead and take this guy out. Ah, wrong sword. Hey, don't shoot at me. That guy died. Well, just like any other mob farm, I'm sure it's not going to... Oh, that's even better. Alright, that works. Let's turn all this off and get the heck out of here. We'll go ahead and drop this in the ender chest, and that should be plenty of blaze rod to do what I need to do. I want to drop that in there too. And yeah, I think we should be good. So, let me work my way over here to the Wither Skeleton Farm, I think is down here. And this is definitely an area looking pretty dangerous. Hi, guy. Hello, Mr. Iron Golem. This is pretty cool here. You know, I should have brought that stupid... I should have brought that sword with... Now, I don't want to hit that pig man. Anyway, what I was saying is I should have brought that looting sword over here with me. And there's really nothing... I'll take that blaze rod, but other than that, there's really nothing of any interest in there. I'm not going to hit that guy... Oh! Living life on the edge here. If I hit that pig man, I might be in trouble. Alright, I'm going to quit fooling around before I actually do hit him. Alright. So yeah, this is pretty cool here. It looks like they spawn up there. And then they come down here, and you can AFK here, and then a crusher eventually... Looks like the crusher goes. I didn't realize that there was an automatic crusher here, but that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Looks like it takes them out, and I didn't have to worry about hitting the pig man. And doesn't look like anything of interest has showed up in there. I don't know if Blaze Rod will come out if Rubbish Bin. I don't know if you'll get Blaze Rod if you don't kill them by hand. Not really sure. Let's see. Golden Nuggets. No gold nuggets in there. Bones. Bones. You know what? I might just borrow a stack of those because I'm probably going to need them. Rotten Flesh. I really don't need any of that. Arrows. I've got plenty of those. Let's see what's down here besides golden nuggets. Coal. I got plenty of that too. And I just heard a piggy. So I'm going to go ahead and take all this stuff out here and spread it out to its proper location. So we'll put the coal here. And the gold nuggets we'll put right there. And let's see, bones. I'm going to keep the stack, but I'll put those there. Rotten flesh right there. And the arrows. Well, okay, there we go. I only need one because it's an infinity bow, so I will put that up there. And what is this up here? Stand AFK on the glass. Please replace after use. Spare looting swords in the chest. I don't really see any looting swords, but that's alright. That's alright. Anyway, alright, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, I'm going to head on over to the Guardian farm now. So that... Ooh, I'm being shot at again. So that I can pick up... Where was the ender chest? So that I can pick up some sea lanterns? What am I doing? Put it in there, goofy doggy. Alright, anyway, I'm going to head on over to the Guardian farm so I can pick up some sea lanterns. When I get there, I will be right back. Oh, before I go, let's see. Oh, yep. Stand on this pressure plate. And this is really a nice contraption. I like it. Stand on a pressure plate. That pops up. And you sit in it, and it takes off on its own. So, pretty cool. Good job, Leah. Void Forward, Omega. Nice job. Okay, here I am over here in the Guardian farm. Now, I've already been over here once before, and I was over here just a little bit ago trying to record a segment, and something happened to the recording. Not really sure. I've already made up what I needed. I just needed 2 stacks of sea lanterns, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of AFK over here to make up for everything that I used. That's 5 stacks of crystals and 4 stacks of prismarine per stack. Prismarine shards, that is, per stack. So that's like 10 stacks of crystals and 8 of shards. And, of course, we've got some ink sacks over here, which I took. And we've got all of that around here. Right now, I think the shards chests are both completely full. Both sides of them. So that's 8 double chests full of stacks of shards. Got crystals over here. 1 double chest. And working on another one. And I think that's all there. I'm thinking there might be some over there, a little bit. And, of course, over here we have fish. 8 double chests full of stacks of fish. I've got these water streams come up here. Now, I really like this design. I like the way this looks here. I've got these water streams coming here that bring all the materials over here into these hoppers, which distributes them into the chests. And right now, since the fish chests and the shards chests are full, they are both being transported over here via this water stream and down and dropping onto a cactus. And we can stand here and we can just collect a lot of this stuff. Not that I really need any fish or anything. Might come in handy, though, if I decide to go find an ocelot. But, you know, dogs usually don't keep cats as pets. And they just drop right here onto this cactus. And anything that hits cactus, as you know, is destroyed. So we can just drop it right there. And I could stand there all day trying to get rid of that. And it would just keep popping right back up. So yeah, that is pretty cool indeed. I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time over here AFK, like I said, to make up for all that I've taken. I took several stacks of everything, well not everything, but of crystals and shards the last time I come over here to make up all the sea lanterns for the base. So yeah, I could probably spend a couple of hours over here AFK and probably more than make up for what I've taken, because from, as you can see, just by the amount of shards and fish coming down here, this thing is like insanely efficient. Now, I wish I could get a look at everything outside, but there doesn't seem to be a way out there, and I'm not going to go breaking through the walls, because that just would not be a nice thing to do. But yeah, pretty sure that the entire area has been caves lit up or dug out or something like that. It's probably right in the middle of the ocean, so there probably really wasn't a whole lot to do as far as caves go. But yeah, it looks like it's extremely, extremely efficient. So yeah, good job, Leah and Void Ford and Omega. Y'all did a great job on this thing. I really like it. Really nice to have, and I'll definitely be coming out here a little bit, doing some AFK to try to make up for what I've taken, and probably collect a little bit more. So yeah, I did borrow a stack of ink sacks too. I think I said that. Not really sure. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for this video. I'm running a lot longer than I really wanted to. As always, don't forget to hit a like if you like the video and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. You can also check out my website, angrycanine.com, to keep up with all of my videos. It'll have a listing of all of videos that I've ever made, as well as pages set up for each individual series, showing the last 50 videos in each series. And you can keep up probably easier there than you can on YouTube. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Really do appreciate it. My name is Angry Canine, and I will see you next time on Biffa's Fan Server.